Hi and welcome to this tutorial on how to clean up your pencil drawings using Adobe Photoshop. So here I have my sketch. As you can see, when I zoom in, there's still some of the rough pencil marks and whatnot, and we're going to clean this up. So first of all, I need to copy this into another layer. So I'm just going to go on my marquee tool and make a selection, edit and copy, edit and paste. And that's brought that into a new layer. Now, first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to zoom in on the head here. So I'm going to adjust, go to image and adjustments, and I'm going to adjust the levels of this image, because what I want to try and do is I want to try and remove some of this noise that's already in there. Now, what I can do with my levels panel is I can click on my eyedropper, and that one is for the blacks. So I can say, right, well, this area here is the blackest, and obviously it has that effect. And then I can click on this eyedropper, which is for the whites, and I can say, well, this area is my whitest. Now if I click on the white, that's going to change nothing, but if I click on some of these greys, it should, I might need to zoom in a wee bit, it should then pick them up and say, well, actually, there you go. And you can see what's happened is that's cleaned away some of that grey distortion, you know. So I've lost it around the shoulder there. I'm currently holding, because I'm zoomed in, I'm holding the space bar to zoom around. So that's cleaned a lot of it up. I can also manually adjust these points, but of course that risks me changing this midpoint of where things are. That risks me losing some of the quality of the image that I'm working with, but that's fine. I can take it to about there, and then I will OK that. So that's done some of the initial cleanup for me. The next thing I want to do is, well, I need this to be transparent because I want it to be line artwork. So I'm going to go to Effects and my blending mode. And here in the blending options dialog box, what I want to do is I want to blend this layer, right? So basically, I want to say everything that's white needs to disappear. So I hold the Alt key or the Option key, and I click and drag this right the way down. And you can see there that it's like it's done everything but black. Now, what I'll do to show you how this works is I'll just take another color and I will just fill a new layer with a bright red, just so you can see what's going on. So blending options again, hold the Alt key, and there we go, right down. Now if I zoom in on this, you can see how we've got this fuzzy white, these fuzzy white areas, you know, where it's not quite black, not quite white, and it's kind of a grey thing. That's kind of a leftover from our initial levels cleanup. So I need to clean that up. What I need to do in order to achieve this is I need to first of all make a folder, right, a group, and I'm going to put this layer in that group, right, because I want this change to affect that. And then I'm going to click on my folder, which is the group, and I'm going to go into the blending options window again. This time, however, the one that I'm going to select is color overlay. So if I tick that on, just watch, say, what happens around the chin and around the lips here, right, when I click this on. So now everything that was slightly white or was a pixel to be selected and now, you know, isn't, has been filled with black. Now by default yours might be set to multiply, and this might be another color, and the percentage might be down, you see, so that's how it is. So this needs to be set to normal. You'll set that to be black and you'll set it to 100%, and that has the effect of filling every pixel that's currently on the page with a black color. So now I have that, and that's, you know, all colored in nicely. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my menu options within the layers panel, and I'm just going to merge the group, and that's now made all of those changes into one, right? So I'm gonna, and as you can see, I just do Control-0 to zoom out, the image is totally transparent as well. So now all I need to do is clean some of this up. So in order to clean it up, I'm going to go to my eraser tool, and I'm going to make sure I have a soft edge brush. So I need the hardness to be down to 0%, and size wise, well, I can adjust that accordingly, right? And then I'm just going to clean up the artwork, work my way around. You can adjust your brush sizes on the fly by using the square brackets, right, as shortcuts for up and down. So it's a good tool to sort of like get the hang of and go around and make sure that you get your brush small enough to do all these little tidy ups. Now I'm going to come back to the face in a minute, but what you'll see I'm doing, and I can afford to go with a bigger brush there, is I'm just working my way around this image and I'm just cleaning up the edges. Now I'm not removing any of my pencil marks because I like the aesthetic that I get from them, right? I like the quality of the pencil marks, which is why, you know, why I drew it. You know, you're happy with your pencil marks that you've created, so you know, why would you want to remove them? So this would suffice for cleaning them up. And I'm also working with my brush to sort of, with my eraser brush rather I should say, to thin off some of these things, obviously where my pencil marks haven't been, you know, exactly perfect because I'm sketching, right? What I'm going to do is I'm just working, whoops, if you make any mistakes obviously undo them with Control-Z. So I work my way around the figure, right? So I follow the shape all the way around. So I've gone down one side of the arm, now I'm going up to the inside of the arm, and then I'm going to go down the waist and the hips. I'm going to clean up this edge, and then any of these nitty gritty bits. Yeah, so I'll clean up that edge there. And basically take the time that you need to follow this round. That's the important thing at the end of the day, to really take the time. Now I'm doing this on a red background, but you can do it on any color you like. I mean, you can do this on white if you want, but that can make some of these pencil marks that have come through hard to see, especially the more subtle things. So it's a case of working my way through and thinning off some of these lines, so keeping the pencil sketch quality but still having something that I can work with that's quite nice. Now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to speed through this for you so you're not watching me do this. So I'll be back with you momentarily. So there we have some now cleaned up artwork. Let me just fill this background white so we can see it a bit better. I'll zoom in a bit. So there we have, you know, our sketch has now been, whoops, on the wrong layer there, our sketch has now been cleaned up and edited accordingly, and you know, we've got something that we can now start to work with. So I've just gone through and I've cleaned all the dirty marks, as it were, but I've also, you know, thinned off my pencil lines a bit, but I've kept the sketchy feel to it, you know. So I've only gone around with the eraser and thinned these lines off. Obviously the settings that I've given you and the settings that I've shown you will vary image to image and document to document, so depending on what you're working with. So I hope you found that tutorial useful. You can also watch our video on how to add colours, shadows and highlights, available on our channel. But should you have any questions or comments, you know, we look forward to hearing from you.